ranking Kanye. Since we just started talking about Kanye, let's just rank Kanye albums. I listened to all of these, and Kanye is one of my favorite artists of all time. I really appreciate his production, his soulful sound. I fucking love that. I loved his early lyrics about him being more of a conscious rapper. I really appreciate that. And I love that every album, even to this day, sounds completely different from the last. That's one of the one things I love about one of some of my favorite artists of all time. How they can just make completely different sounding albums that almost make them sound like completely different artists. And always the albums are god tier. Like Prince, like David Bowie, and like Kanye. And Weekend too. I just want to rank them. Rank these albums from best to worst. Some good ass goober ass shit to some garbage doodle ass shit. And let's see where I put these albums. We're starting from the very beginning. The College Dropout, Kanye West first album, came out back in 2004. S tier. Now this for me is one of my favorite albums of all time. I very fucking much love this album. This album definitely got me into loving the whole soulful and like conscious hip hop side of it, side of hip hop. Without this listening to this album, I don't know if I'll be that big of a fan of Black Star, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Common, Lupe Fiasco, and other people like that. So I very much appreciate this album. The way it starts with that nice little intro skit that he has that I like, but then goes to Graduation Day, which is one of his best intros. Not, I don't think it is his best, but it's definitely one of my favorites. And how he gets the kids to sing, and everything was funny. Everything was great about that track. But of course, you can't talk about this song without "All Falls Down." Was it Celine Johnson? I believe that's her name. If I'm saying it right. Does an amazing job with her vocals on that song with the hook. And Kanye, love his lyrics, especially his first verse about how there's a woman that she goes to college, but she doesn't really enjoy it, and she doesn't want to drop out because that would disappoint her parents. That shit right there, I fucking love, and I love his like more introspection shit, especially when it comes to the second verse on that song. I very much appreciate it. And Jesus Walks as well, one of the best songs on this project. The way he flips all those samples talking about Jesus and just makes them all work. But yeah, S tier album. Love it. Love his collaborations with Common, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, and yeah, S tier. I will say the bad things about this album, it is a bit dated when it comes to some of the beats and some of the hooks, especially the Breathe In, Breathe Out song. That song I still love the song, still one of my favorite songs, especially Kanye's verses on there. It makes me laugh. But Ludacris's hook on there is a bit dated, and it goes with the beat as well, is a bit dated. But still is amazing. So many hits off this project. Love it to death. S tier. Next record. Late Registration. Came out 2005, the year afterwards. A tier. Now this album is darker than its predecessor, but still really good. Kanye showed that he is better than most artists and most rappers coming around this time, because a lot of hip hop artists back in the 90s and 2000s, they actually went on this period, and it got super popular of this period, and people actually made up a word for it called the sophomore slump, where the second album is like nowhere near as good as the first one, and it's kind of a flop or not that great. But Kanye did not follow that, and he made a very fucking great album with Late Registration. It goes to a way more jazzy sound with this album that I very much like, and I feel like heard him say better opener than Graduation. Actually, I really like that song, especially Adam Levine's voice on that song, especially Kanye verses on that song. Oh my god, it's like, I'll say his storytelling. It's not really a story, but he's just talking about like race issues and just problems that have been happening to people around his life. I very much like that. And the sample with that piano, the ding 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 ding. I actually kind of know how to play that in piano because I love that song so much. But it goes to Touch the Sky, which is one of my favorite Kanye songs of all time. Love the Curtis Mayfield sample that he uses on this song. Loved his storytelling verse on this, talking about how he and his mom moved out to Chicago to try to make it big, you know. And especially when it comes to Lupe Fiasco's verse, one of my favorite guest verses of all time. He does an amazing job, especially when it ends with the horns like da, and the horns start coming back in. Oh my god, that shit is so good. It makes my soul feel so amazing. And it gets to Gold Digger, which I still enjoy the song because I don't actually like listen to radio that much. So this song is never overplayed for me. Because when it comes to me, I only listen to the songs that I want to listen to. So Gold Digger is not is not overplayed for me. So I still enjoy it to this day. And then what's it called? Drive Slow, one of Kanye's most underrated songs of all time. And for real, if you just want to go out at night, like 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, bump that song. It's perfect. Like you'll be like a midnight marauder listening to that song. But yeah, issues I have with this project is the middle is not that strong for me when it comes to like addiction. The song with Brandy, Roses is amazing, so that doesn't really count. And Crack Music I don't care for. And yeah, that those runs of songs kind of hold the record down a bit for me. They're not bad songs, but songs that I just don't really. I still like them, but I don't love them like the rest of this album, and that's the reason why it's A tier. But still, a great project, great follow up for his last album, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Now his next project, Graduation. Graduation. A tier, but I'll put it over Late Registration. Graduation. Now, why would I put Graduation over Late Registration? But before I talk about the positive and talk about the negatives, there's two negatives. Barry Bonds and definitely Hot and Drunk Girls. Hot and Drunk Girls is easily one of Kanye's worst albums, especially when it comes to one of the worst songs, especially when it comes to his first 5 albums. Is not good. Most Def on that song does not sound good at all. And the sample he uses is not that good. The beat not good, and his verses not that good. Especially the hook on that song is just not good at all. I always skip it, always. And when it comes to Barry Bonds, I actually kind of like that song. The beat is way too simplistic for me. I wish he did something with it a lot more. I actually like Kanye's verse on that song. It just comes with Lil Wayne. I don't care too much about his verse. I always skip it every time he comes on because I don't really care that much about him on that song. So when it comes to this whole project, those 2 songs, the only negatives. Now, the positives. The electronic sound, masterpiece. He does it so fucking well on this album. It's so beautiful the way he just used the electronic sound. And I also love how this is, out of the first 3 projects, this is the most happy sounding. So if you just want to have a good time, slap this shit on and you'll have a fucking great time. When it comes to Good Morning, I actually had that as my alarm clock for a while. Which I didn't have it because now the song has diminished in quality because, you know, I associate it with waking up and going to school. Wish I haven't done that. I still really enjoyed the song. But not my favorite. I think it's the weakest opener when it comes to his first 3 projects, me personally. But maybe that has to do with the alarm clock thing I told y'all about. But Champion is, again, the first song that just smacks you in the face with the joyful, the happiness. Love the way he samples the Steely Dan song and how he uses his background vocalist and how they start singing the Champion song like near the end of the song. And Kanye's verse is about him being poor but making it sound like he's not gonna be poor forever, and there's like a really good like silver lining to him being poor that I really really enjoy about the song. And then another Stronger sample is one of my a song from one of my favorite albums of all time, Daft Punk Discovery, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. And to be like, I don't. You had to be a genius to look at that song and be like, you know what, I can do it better, and he does. He can kind of do it better. I don't know. It's a toss up to me whether I like Stronger or Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. It's a toss up, but it's incredible that he got it even close. Good Life as well. Love that song. Just love how happy and joyful it is. Of course, a sample is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs of all time, PYT. The way he uses it and the story he tells, like the whole behind the scenes, how he showed that to Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson really liked it and made Kanye feel like amazing. I actually really like that, and it does enhance the song for me a bit after hearing that behind the scenes shit. And then Flashing Lights, amazing dance track. Love that song. Whoever sings the hook on that, I think it's called Jules. I think his name is Jules. I forget on top of my head, but he does a fantastic, incredible job on that song. The production on this whole album is fucking incredible and amazing. I think I am missing a couple songs that I really like, but those are like my favorite songs off the project. But I think another negative, Big Brother, really enjoy that song. Not that good of a closer, but if you have the album on Apple Music and iTunes, it actually ends with Good Night, which I think it's a better closing track, and it pretty much helps the album, especially when it comes to the first song being Good Morning and have the last song called Good Night. I think it helps the project out a lot more and makes it sound a bit more makes it feel a bit more cohesive, you know. Graduation, A tier, love it. Every time I'm in a happy mood or want to be in a happy mood, I put it on and it still slaps to this day. But yeah, that is Graduation. Now we go to 808s and Heartbreak. Now 808s and Heartbreak, I'll put it over. I think I put it over Graduation. Oh no, this one's difficult. This one's hard to do. But I think I'm gonna keep it there. 808s and Heartbreak, his darkest sound, his darkest album, I mean, and darker than actually Late Registration. Surprisingly, it covers more darker scenes because it came out after his mom passed away, sadly, and also his fiance broke up with him again. That must have been a horrible time in his life, and he made 808s and Heartbreak. Now 808s and Heartbreak, I would actually say it's his most influential album of all time that he has ever made, because you could hear that it inspired Cudi, or Cudi kind of inspired him, or they both kind of inspired each other with their both of these works. Travis Scott would not be here, and like all the singers that use auto-tune in hip hop, they would not exist without 808s and Heartbreak. So you got to give super mega props to this album because of that. Now, Say You Will, amazing opener as well. Kanye always does his openers well. However, it is a bit too long. I wish he did shorten it up a bit, like a minute. I feel like it'll flow a lot better. But other than that, really enjoy that opening track. Welcome to Heartbreak is fucking incredible, especially Cudi's hook on that song, and Kanye talking about, even though he's super famous, super wealthy, and super popular, and an amazing creative artist, that whenever he sees other people that just live normal lives, he kind of envies them, because even though he is this popular, he's still sad, and he sees like these normal people and they seem a lot happier than he is. And I really, really like that angle of the song that he puts in it. It's just very, very personal. I think it goes into Heartbreak, which a banger song. Put that on whenever someone breaks your heart. And just what else I gotta say about it? Super popular. Kanye's voice on that song is really, really good. And I just want to say, especially with that song, he uses autotune, I feel like, the most. When it comes to autotune, I'm not that big of a fan, but for some reason, Kanye does it so masterfully. Hold on, let me... My nose is super fucking itchy. Anyways, he does it so masterfully that I have no problem with him using autotune. I think he's like the only person to use autotune like consistently and do it very well consistently. So yeah, when it comes to Heartbreak, I love that song. And then amazing track. It introduced me to Jeezy, because Jeezy is a perfect fit for that song, perfect for that beat. His voice, his gruff, raspy voice is so fucking good. It was made for hip hop. I could not hear him do anything else but be a rapper, and he does amazing song on that. And the production with those drums, great. Then you go to Love Lockdown, even more with the drums. Love the piano on that song as well. Love Kanye's verses and Kanye's hook and Kanye's voice. Just an amazing track. But the rest of the songs are good, except no, the rest of the songs are amazing, especially Street Lights. Oh my gosh, Street Lights. And also Paranoid is like the other songs I fucking love from this album. But the negatives come with Welcome to not Welcome to Heartbreak, Welcome to My Nightmares, I believe. With Lil Wayne, I do not like that song, especially when it comes to Lil Wayne. I can tolerate him a lot more in Graduation. However, auto-tune Lil Wayne is the worst Lil Wayne. He is unbearable whenever he puts on auto-tune. He just does not sound good at all when he ever puts on auto-tune. So he needs to stop with that shit. I always skip that song. Because unlike Barry Bonds, I can't listen all the way up to Kanye's part. Because in Welcome to My Nightmares, Lil Wayne is like in it for the entire song. So that is definitely my least favorite song off that project, and I really skip it, and I do not like that song. But and then Cold as Winter, great album closer. Back to the positive, great album closer. I really like that song, talking about his mom and how his friend is gone and how he'll never see him again. Super sad way to close the album, but the album is definitely a heartbreak. But yeah, fucking love this album. Definitely one of my favorite Kanye projects. Definitely one of my favorite hip hop projects of all time. And incredible. You know what we're doing this one. A Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Now, when it comes to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, it's always one of my favorite Kanye projects of all time. However, I always go back and forth whether I put College Dropout or that album in first place. But right now, where I'm feeling, I'll definitely put in My Beautiful Dark. The production is a lot better. B is not dated at all. It can come out today and still sound so clean, so crisp, and so amazing. And the features on this project do a incredible job as well. And I think Kanye's rapping on this album has never been better. And it shows with songs like Power, with that King Crimson sample is incredible. I think it is his best banger of all time. And you know, every time you want to get pumped up, listen to that song. Of course, when it comes to the opening tracks, nails it again with what's it called? Yeah, Dark Fantasy is amazing intro, especially I really like Nicki Minaj's British accent that she does there. I think it just becomes funny, and it just like how it pretty much makes this into like a fairy tale story that I really like that concept that he puts into this album. And I didn't talk about this before, but up to this point, I really like Kanye's artwork, especially when it comes to My Beautiful Dark. I don't know, this one and his first three projects cover art are amazing, but I think it's just something with this and makes it look like so like artful compared to the others I really enjoy. Monster, also one of my favorite songs, and it has my favorite Kanye verse on it with you know how he talks about have you ever had sex with a pharaoh? Put the pussy in a sarcophagus. Love that line so much. And yeah, I put that in S tier. No negatives, actually. I have no negatives with this. And shit, the whole album is masterful. And before I go, I'd like to say, this album actually has my favorite closing track of all time. I think it's the greatest closing track of all time, with Lost in the World. And, you know, I'll put Who Survives in America. in it with as well. You know, that Bon using Bon Iver on there, talking about how he's lost in the world. I want to go to the city just to have a good night. Damn, that's what I want to do. You know, I live in a small town. I want to move to a big city just to have a good time. And I really, really like love that song. I can, you know, I could put myself into that song, and yeah, I think it's just the greatest album closer of all time, and definitely to me, his best album of all time, and easily like top 3 hip hop albums of all time. But yeah, if you haven't listened to any of these projects, please listen to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, or listen to all of them. All of these are amazing. Then we go to Watch the Throne, C tier. It's been a while since I listened to this project, to be honest. All I can remember, all I can remember is, of course, the 3 popular songs. The song with Frank Ocean, I forget what it's called. No Church in the Wild. N words in Paris. I don't know if I'm gonna get canceled if I actually say the word. And then Otis. Those songs are amazing. I always put them on, and they're incredible. But when it comes to the rest of the albums, rest of the songs just really forgettable to me. Not that bad, but the ones that are really bad are the song with Beyonce. I think it's the second song on the project. I do not like that song at all. But the rest of it is just okay. It's just okay. It's super forgettable to me, except for those 3 tracks. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Now we go to Yeezus. Now, you Kanye stands out there, I just want you to know, eat my fucking cock. This shit is not good. However, it's been a while since I've listened to it, and I heard that this album definitely grows on people. So I should give it another shot. But what I'm feeling about it right now is easily to me, my least favorite project of his. I do not like it at all. Blood and Leaves, amazing. The last song with what's it called? Black Skinhead is really good, but Bound 2, that's what it's called. Bound 2 is amazing, and Black Skinhead, of course, is amazing. However, it has a really bad line, like, we 300 like the Romans. Like, Kanye, can you just look it up on Google at that time? Because I know Google existed. Just talk to somebody else. No, that's not fucking correct at all. That's Greeks. That's not Roman. All right. The rest of this shit, I don't like it. I think, me personally, is fake, like, experimental music, or experimental music done wrong. You know, but yeah, of course, it's been a while since I listened to it, so I can't give any more input on that because I don't really remember the other songs. I do remember On Sight, just because how distorted like the beginning is. But that song is just okay to me. Yeah, F tier. I'll give it another shot. Maybe we'll do this again once Donda 2 comes out, if it ever comes out, you know. But I'll F tier, that's where I leave it. I could put it higher, but I gotta listen to it more. Hopefully it'll grow on me. Was Cruel Winter before or after E? I don't remember, but I'll put this in C tier as well. It's more of a compilation project. I really like Mercy on that song, and I have listened to it, but I only listened to it once. So that's why I can't put it any higher. Don't really remember it, but I love Lamborghini, especially Pusha T's verse on that. Damn, so fucking good. The beat is amazing on that song as well. But yeah, that's where I put it. What's next? Is it Life? Life might be next. Life, I'll put in B tier. I enjoyed Life. Life took a while to grow on me a bit, but I actually really enjoy it right now. The opening track, Ultralight Beam, is fucking incredible opener. Actually is up to debate whether that is his greatest opener of all time. I love that song. It perfectly sets up the album. And it goes to Father Stretch My Hands, which I really like, and that Kanye about the bleached, he's gonna feel like an asshole line does not bother me that much. But part 2 is trash. Famous is amazing. Feedback is cool. It's cool. There's a couple of things on there that I don't really care for. The finals, the moments where does that weird sounding thing I don't care for. Low Lights is it's just like is that the one where that woman's talking about how she loves her husband? It's cool, it's cool. But Highlights I really like. Freestyle 4 I don't care for that much. It's all right. It's better than part 2, but it's all right. Has Designer on there, which Designer has fallen off so much. I Love Kanye is actually a cool little interlude skit thing. I think it's pretty funny. Waves I think is amazing, even though it has Chris Brown on it. But I really like it. It's a really nice like upbeat type song. I really enjoy it. Fuck My Life with Weeknd. Weeknd does an amazing job on there. I really like it. And then Real Friends I really like too, especially when he talks about I wonder if this is the track. I think this is the track other than Fuck My Life, but this is a track about his cousin stealing his fucking laptop away from him. I think that's funny. Then goes to Wolves, which I really enjoy. I really like Wolves. A song I think is underrated, as I don't hear many people talk about Wolves that much, but I still really enjoy that song. Frank Track is just a nice little interlude. Silver Surfer interlude I don't care for that much. 30 Hours I am very disappointed in that song. It's still good, but I don't like how Andre 3000 is just doing just a hook, and the hook is super short, like 30 hours, and just that's it. Normal Parties in LA is incredible. Kanye's actually rapping his ass off on there, but Kendrick Lamar's verse, oh my god, he murders that beat. That beat is so dead, man. It's so fucking dead. His family members are trying to come after Kendrick. That's why Kendrick has not put out an album in fucking 5 years, because he's hiding from this Beats family members. The Facts is all right. Fade I really enjoy. I feel like I'm missing shit because St. Pablo's not here. But Fade I really like. It's a nice banger ass song. Love the beat on that. And then St. Pablo is actually a really fucking good closing song. I like how he kind of flips the beat, because that beat was in one of Jay-Z's albums. I forget which one specifically, but I like how he uses that beat and talks about just his whole situation, especially around the time where he was beefing with Jay-Z and trying to get back in good graces with Jay-Z. I really like that he did that. And that closing track is really good. I really enjoy it. Now, so yeah, I put a B tier. Now, Yay, B tier as well. I put it lower than Life. It's good. Short, but to the point. I definitely think it's his most underappreciated project. I think what I thought about Killing You is a pretty good opener. I really enjoy it. Thought About Killing You is good. Yikes, I think I like. I forget which one it is, but the hook of one of these two songs, either Yikes or All Mine, is terrible. I think it's All Mine. I don't care for All Mine's hook, and I think it kind of ruins the song for me. Wouldn't Leave, I really enjoy. No Mistakes, really like. Ghost Town and Violent Crimes, especially Violent Crimes, is an amazing closing track. But Ghost Town, what's her name? That sings that song. I feel kind of free. This is the shit that you can. Whoever sings that part of the song, she did an amazing job. I'm forgetting her name. But yeah, I enjoy this project. It, other than that one song that I don't care for. It's just good, solid project. Not amazing, but it's good. I enjoy it. Then we get into Kids See Ghosts. I used to have this up here. Not up there. I used to have this up here. But for some reason, I just don't go back to it as often as I am. And I'll take that as maybe I was hyping it up a little bit too much. But don't get me wrong, it's still a fucking amazing, incredible album. I really enjoy this album. The opening track, how Kanye goes, bra, bra, da, 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 da. The production on this is insane, and the way Cudi and Kanye both worked with each other. They could not have done this any better, and I fucking love this project. Love the artwork as well. The cover art is really, really good. Still love, that's the song. Then it goes to, I believe, Fourth Dimension next. No, Fire. Fire is really good. Doom, 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 doom. Kind of sounds like a more Western type feel, and I really like it. But then Fourth Dimension with how he kind of uses that one sample and he loops it backwards to like kind of makes it sound like more devilish. I really, really like that song as well. A nice banger song. Free, better than Ghost Town part 1. Ty Dolla $ign brings his A game on that and comes in with his incredible voice and does his whole shit. And I'll give you a fun fact. I actually quit my job to this, just like the song said to do. And I've had this on the background when I was driving home from after quitting my my job, and it did his magic. It did his magic. Reborn, of course, I think is the famous track and the standout track on this project. And Cudi does his shit on this song. He definitely does. This feels more like a Cudi song than a Kanye song, and yeah, I really like it. The hook is great. I feel reborn. I'm moving forward. Good as shit. Love it. And it goes Kid Seed Ghost with Mos Def. However, he's called Yasin Bey at this point. I don't know why he changed it. I like Mos Def more, but who it is what it is. But I still really enjoy the song. And then Cudi montage with that what Nirvana sample. I forgot his Kurt Cobain sample more specifically. And they do a great job to close out the project. And I definitely should come back to this project more. And hopefully it reignite the flame so I can put it back in S tier. But for where it is right now, I like it. Hopefully it does not go any lower. But shit, anything from A to S tier are like 9s out of 10. 9 out of 10s, and then this one's like 10 out of 10. So it's still up there with being like one of my favorite albums. I love it to this day. Now, Jesus King. D tier. I don't dislike this album as much as other people. I do definitely think it's a bit overhated. However, I don't have any intentions to come back to it. I don't feel like, oh shit, let me put on some Jesus is King, you know. There's only one song. I think it's on, is it On God? I don't know. Follow God. I love. It's my favorite song off the project. Nice ass banger ass song, and the song puts up that good meme, the Christ-like meme that I thought was pretty funny back in the day. And then use this gospel as well, how he uses why is Eminem on there? Eminem is not on that song. Uses gospel, how it brings back Clips at a reunion, and Clips I love, and I love their reunion on that song, and he does a fantastic job on that song. I wish it was a bit better, but I still really, really enjoy that song. But Every Hour is song. Salaya is cool. I enjoy it, but I think it is kind of one of Weaker's opening tracks. Close on Sunday is good. However, I don't like the Chick-fil-A line. On God, I don't think is as good as everybody else says. With that like retro video game type beat. And then the rest of it, I don't really remember. Jesus Lord is not a good closer track. It's not at all. But then, yeah, God is alright. Hands On is okay. The rest of it is just okay. So that's why I'll put it in D tier. Now this one. This is the Sunday Service album. I actually haven't heard this. I listened to the first song and I was just like, I feel like listening to something else. I haven't heard it. So I'll just put it in S tier just because I haven't heard it. So don't, if you think it should be higher, go ahead. You know, the quality of it could be a lot better quality, but I don't know. I haven't listened to it, so I'll put it there. Donda. I wish I had the other album cover. I think it's better than this one. I think there's too much going on with this album cover, but I mean, it's better than the actual album cover we got. I'll put it in B tier, actually above Ye. His longest project over his shortest project. Donda, the first time listening to it, I might have put it the C tier or below Ye, but after listening to it again, and especially with the deluxe version, I just want to say deluxe version, I just added the new songs on there because I think the track list on that song is terrible. It's fucking garbage and kind of ruins the album a bit more. So all I did was just add the songs that weren't on the original. I just added them to the last part of it because I think the track list on the original Donda is just way better than the second one. Because there's one reason why. Jail being the opening song is incredible. Jail's definitely like top 2 favorite songs off Donda, and it's definitely one of Kanye's best opening tracks. I really, really fucking love that song. It's so fucking good, and how it reunites him with Jay-Z, squashing their beef. It's fucking amazing. I love it. I love that song. I don't have there's too many songs, so I don't have the thing memorized. I don't have the album memorized. God Breathe. I really like that song as well. God Breathe on this. God. I actually really like that song. The first time I listened to it. Off the Grid actually grew on me. I actually didn't like the song at first. I still don't like the hook. It sounds like Kanye's going out of breath. You know, we off the grid. Is on the key. It sounds like he's out of breath. I don't like the hook at all. However, the verses on this song are great, and that's what saved the song for me. Hurricane with The Weeknd is really, really fucking good. I think it's better than Fuck My Life Up, especially when Weeknd starts singing with the gospel singers in the background as well. That helps amplify his voice. I think that part of the song is fucking beautiful and amazing. But yeah, I put Hurricane's great. I'm not gonna go through all this. I'll jump to Believe What I Say, which is one of my favorite songs off the project as well. Love the way how he uses Lawrence Hill a song on this, and I love the way he flows. Nice, like uppity, danceable dance track. Really enjoy it. Oh, Remote Control with the Google Gabba Lab song. It's alright. But I think it's just funny. Moon is definitely one of my favorite songs off here. Not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. I like whoever did that that hook. I really like, and Cuddy on there is really good as well. And Jesus Lord, Jay Electronica. Oh my fucking god, he went off on that song, bro. He went so off. I gotta show this. Where are the lyrics? Where are the lyrics? Show me the lyrics. Show me it. Where's Jay Electronica? Where are you? In the name of true and living God, the beneficent and merciful, thank you for bringing me up in a rough state of the mountain like Utragal. Every knee bowed and every tongue confessed and paid homage to the monk who visited Rothschild like Thelonious and Panonica. Is Jay Electronica and Tandronica coming through your monitor back from the great beyond like the son of man or the son of Donda. Oh my god, and he keeps going. I never rolled the GSR XR or the R6 or the Honda, but I flew my Bugatti through North America like Wakanda. Earthquakes will strike in this nation for what Bush did to Rwanda, what the Clintons did to Haiti, the drowning streets did to Ghana. Amazing and fucking incredible. That his verse on that actually showed me why people put respect on Jay Electronica's name. I listened to his solo project with fucking Jay-Z on there, and I thought it was just okay. I didn't get the hype of him. I even listened to what the fuck is a Jay Electronica. I like it. I should definitely listen to it more. I should actually add it to my phone so I can actually listen to it more. Because there's a couple songs on there he goes off, but that song definitely showed me how amazing of a rapper he is and can be. But yeah, I actually put Donda in B tier. Underneath Life, I think Life is shorter, which helps. I think it's I like the sound and what he does with it a bit more in that album. But the highlights off Donda are really good. So that is my Kanye tier list. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, listen. I very much appreciate it, and let's see if Donda 2 drops on 2/22/22, or if he'll ever drop. And Genius out currently, part 1. We'll watch that soon. But yeah, that's where we at.